20 to 9. Shouldn't you be going to the office?
No, I'm taking the day off.
Taking the day off? Well, you never told me.
No, I've made that sort of mistake before.
What do you mean?
Well, if I told you before I was taking the day off, you'd have started making arrangements, wouldn't you?
Oh, I would.
Yes, you would. You can't help it. You've got arrangements in your blood. I bet the minute you were born, you told the midwife to warm the nappies.
There's nothing wrong with being organised, Terry.
I know that, but you overdo it. I mean, you organise everything. We don't have a marriage. We have an itinerary. I mean, take last night. I knew what we were doing weeks ahead. Playing mixed doubles with Maggie and Tim at the tennis court.
Well, we always play tennis on Thursday.
Yeah, I know, exactly. And I never get the chance to do anything spontaneous.
What do you want to do?
Well, anything. I mean, take all my clothes off and yodel.
At the tennis club?
Well, no, instead of playing tennis. But, I mean, mind you, if I did take all my clothes off on the tennis court, at least it would be spontaneous.
So might your yodel be if you tried to jump the net. Anyway, I don't organise everything in advance.
No? Can you honestly say that if you knew that I was having today off, that you wouldn't have organised something?
Well, I might have suggested something.
Exactly.
Oh, no, that's different. An arrangement is what you make after something's been mutually decided on. A suggestion is something that has yet to be decided on. For instance, if I'd known you were going to be here today, I might have suggested that we pay a visit to my mother.
Again?
What do you mean, again? It's ages since we visited Mother.
No, it is not. We saw her the day after the royal wedding.
Oh, it's longer than that, surely.
No, it isn't. It was the day after the royal wedding. I distinctly remember your mother saying what a beautiful bride Princess Anne made.
You see, it is ages.
Well, it's still not long enough. I've got better things to do than to sit around listening to Jaws all day.
Jaws? Terry, you are talking about my mother.
You must admit she does go on a bit. I mean, why else does your father hide his hearing aids? If only she wouldn't talk down her nose.
She can't help talking down her nose.
I suppose not. She's worn out her mouth.
It was only a suggestion that we might go and visit her. Because I know full well that if it came to a choice between visiting my mother or taking me for a drive in the country, of course you'd far rather take me for a drive in the country.
You bet I would.
Oh, good. I'll make the arrangements. I think we'll have a picnic.
June, I am not taking you for a drive in the country.
Oh, what are you going to do all day?
Well, it's today we're having the wardrobes fitted in our bedroom, isn't it?
Yes, but you're not fitting them, are you?
There are jobs better left to experts.
Yes, any job which involves you exerting yourself.
Well, just what do you mean by that?
Well, when it comes to doing jobs around the house, you're not exactly first in the queue, are you? In fact, you're not even in the queue.
I'm as willing as the next man.
Well, when you see the next man, send him round, because there are dozens of jobs that need doing.
Dozens?
Yes, dozens.
Oh, come on, June.
There are, Terry.
I bet you can't name 1 dozen.
I bet I can. My deep fryer still needs a new plug, and the vacuum cleaner wants looking at. The bolt on the back door needs fixing, and the draft excluder you fitted is on the wrong way up. The larder needs painting. The cushion floor we bought last Easter needs laying in the loo, and the handle on the cistern needs fixing so it doesn't come off in your hand every time you pull it. The new brass curtain rail wants putting up in the sitting room. The whole cupboard needs a new hinge. The toothbrush holder needs refitting to the wall, and we need a new shelf in the bathroom.
I bet you can't name me 2 dozen.
There's a squeaky board
Hang on. Hang on, you haven't named me 1 dozen yet.
I have.
Oh, no, you haven't. No, I have put up the shelf in the bathroom. And since when did the toothbrush holder need refitting to the wall?
Since the shelf that you put up fell down and knocked it off. Anyway, what are you going to do all day?
I shall be supervising the men who will be installing the wardrobes, of course.
Oh, Terry, do you think that's wise? Do you remember what happened when you supervised the man who came from the gas board to fit our new boiler?
What happened was I saved us from being cheated. I mean, he wanted to charge us for extra length of lead pipe.
It was only 6 inches.
The length is immaterial. It is the principle of the thing. The gas board clearly stated on the contract the first 5 foot of lead pipe was free. But that chap tried to insist that the lead pipe he was using was 5'6".
It was 5'6".
Only on his tape measure.
Oh.
The dead mole could tell you his tape measure was wide out.
It looked all right to me.
No, it was miles off. He'd had it under a steamroller, probably. And when I threatened to bring in the weights and measures man, oh, well, but then he agreed, didn't he? He let us have that, yes. Well, he let us have that lead pipe for nothing, didn't he?
I think he let you off because of the satisfaction he got from wrapping it round your neck.
It didn't hurt? Oh. What time are they coming?
Well, the wardrobe man?
Yeah.
9 o'clock.
Oh, well, I better get moving on things to do before they get here. Now, is this all the tea we have in here and in the cupboard?
Why?
Well, I'm going to hide it.
Hide the tea?
Yeah, you heard.
Why?
Well, otherwise you'll be brewing up every 5 minutes.
Surely you don't begrudge them a cup of tea?
No, not a he-cup, no, but I know you, when you've got workmen in the house, you're brewing up every few minutes. I mean, what about that time the men came to fit the central heating? It was tea, tea, and yet more tea. I swear when they left, they were 2 shades darker. Now, is this all the tea we have in the house?
You're not serious, are you, about hiding the tea?
Of course I'm serious. One of the biggest problems in British industry today is that people spend too much time drinking tea. Well, not in my house. When workmen come here, I want to see them work. If I wanted to see tea drinking, I'd have asked for chimpanzees.
People work better after a cup of tea.
Do they?
Yes, of course. Tea is a stimulant.
Oh, so that's why they have such big families in China.
That's probably then.
Well, it's only 9:15. I thought you said they weren't coming till 9.
Perhaps their wives hid the tea.
Well, you keep them talking while I hide ours.
Is that the lot, lads?
Yeah.
That's the lot, Jack.
Ah, June. Oh, hello, lads.
Morning, Gav.
June, guess what? You've run completely out of tea. I've looked high and low, and there is not a single tea leaf in the house. Women, God dear, what a shame. I did so want to offer you a cup.
Really?
Yes, of course, but I can't now because we are definitely and categorically out of tea. I've told about this before, lads.
Oh, well, that's all right. We'll have coffee. Coffee all right with you, lads?
You can't get enough coffee nowadays.
5 sugars in mine, please.
Yes,
No, we don't drink coffee, do we, June? Do we, June?
No.
No, never have done. Never have the stuff in the house.
Why not?
Why not, June?
Because we're Mormons. And drinking coffee is against our religion.
Yes, we are Mormons. Very big fans of the Osmond family.
You drink tea? I mean, Mormons don't drink tea either.
Ah, no, well, I'm not all Mormon. I'm half Mormon. My mother was a Mormon and my father was Sympathy. Therefore, I am allowed a cup of tea, providing I leave half of it.
I expect you'd like to get started.
Yeah. Now, before you start, I want to get one thing straight, because I don't want an episode like when the gas man came to fit the boiler.
Why, what happened?
He tried to cheat me over the length of lead pipe.
Ah, that happened to you, didn't it, Trevor?
Yeah, a fair-haired bloke. Shifty eyes.
That was him? Did he try to fiddle you over the length of lead pipe?
Yeah, I wrapped it round his neck.
Perhaps that's what gave him the idea.
Yes, well, I just want to ensure that that doesn't happen again.
Oh, we don't often use lead pipe when we're fitting wardrobes.
Yes. No, I mean, I don't want any cheating, no additional charges, hidden extras. I mean, the price will be as quoted.
Well, as far as I know.
Ah, that's all right then. Well, I don't want to stop you.
It's upstairs, the door on the left.
Yes, and be careful you don't use the handle too hard, otherwise it comes off in your hand.
What handle?
The one in the lavatory.
You're having the wardrobes fitted in your lavatory?
The bedroom door, it's the first on the left.
Yes, it's the door on the left, right, where the handle comes off in your hand. Right, now, if you'll just follow me. I said if you'll just follow me.
Sorry.
Pardon?
Well, we'd like to, but we can't.
Why not?
We're on strike.
On strike?
Yes, aren't we, lads?
Yeah, we're on strike.
Yeah, we've down tools.
What do you mean down tools? You haven't even picked them up yet?
Nevertheless, we are on strike.
But you've only just got here.
The situation's very fluid.
I don't care what it is.
Oh, the situation is very fluid, Terry.
Upon my soul. Yes, we do have some tea. Yes, I just remembered seeing the odd packet. But don't just stand there, Duke. Go and brew a pot.
Yes, of course. Where exactly do you remember seeing the odd packet?
Where you left it, of course. In the bag of potting compost in the garden shed. It is tea you wanted, isn't it?
Yes, please.
5 sugars in mine, please.
So everything's all right then?
Yeah, fine.
Ah, good.
There's nothing like a cup of tea to cheer you up when you're on strike.
But I mean, you won't be on strike. I mean, you'll be working because the tea embargo has been lifted.
Yeah, but that's not why we're on strike.
Isn't it?
Oh, no. We were on strike before we got here.
Before you got here?
Yeah, we've been on strike for the last 2 days.
Then why have you come?
Well, our union man is expecting to reach an agreement with the management this morning. As soon as the strike's called off, he's going to ring through.
And we didn't want to lose any more pay than we have already, you see.
Yeah, and by being here, we could make a start straight away.
That's very considerate of you, isn't it, Terry?
Be a damn sight more considerate if they got upstairs and started putting those wardrobes in.
Which we will do as soon as we hear from our union man.
Yes, and in the meantime, how about that cup of tea? Half a cup for you, Terry.
Lovely cup of tea, that, Mrs. M.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh, thank you. Anyone like another cup?
June, they've had 4 cups each already.
Well, I wouldn't say no to another cup.
No, no me.
I'm afraid there's only about enough for one more.
Well, let Trevor have it. Keep his strength up. Trevor does all our heavy lifting.
Heavy lifting? The heaviest thing I've seen him lift this morning is a cup of tea. Mind you, that must weigh a fair bit with 5 spoonfuls of sugar in it.
There we are. I can make a fresh pot if you like.
Well, I wouldn't say no, yeah.
Oh, June, that may be their union man with a bit of luck. Go and see, will you?
Very nice lady, your Mr. Medford. Very nice.
Is she? Well, I haven't got to know her too well. She's always too busy brewing tea.
Yeah, well, she does make a lovely cup, that's for sure. Does she always warm the pot?
She doesn't need to. Never gets a chance to cool down.
It is your union man, and he'd like to talk to Jack.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, it's in the hall, Jack.
Well, shouldn't you two get ready to start?
Yeah, well, we could, I suppose. What do you think, Trev, yeah?
I don't see why not, Arthur.
Yeah, we can always have that cup of tea while we're on the job.
Ah. Oh! Aren't I the clumsy one? That is the only teapot we've got in the house.
Well, actually, I do prefer my tea brewed in the cup.
Yeah, I don't mind that either.
I'll put the kettle on. Won't be a minute.
I'm sorry, lads. Strike's still on.
What?
I'm afraid so. Our executive couldn't reach an agreement.
What about my fitted wardrobes?
Sorry, nothing I can do.
I know there's nothing you can do. I've been watching you do it all morning. But when are you going to fit them?
Well, all I can promise is that you'll be the first to have your wardrobes fitted when the strike's called off.
Well, you'll come back to us first.
There won't be any need. We'll already be here.
What do you mean you'll already be here?
I mean, we're having a sit-in.
A sit-in?
That's right.
Terry, they're having a sit-in.
Not in my chairs, they're not. Oh, no. Come on, up, everybody up. Up.
Well, all right. Then we'll have a stand-in.
Are you trying to tell me that you are refusing to leave my house?
I'm afraid so, yes.
Now, we'll soon see about that. Get out my way. Hello, I'd like to speak to my MP.
What's it about?
I've got some workmen here having a sit-in at my home.
I see. Well, he isn't here at the moment.
Where is he?
The Whopping Wardrobe Company.
The Whopping Wardrobe Company? Isn't that the company that we bought our wardrobes from?
Yes, I expect our MP's gone there to sort out the sit-in.
Yes. Well, I knew he was a man you could depend on in a crisis. That's why I voted for him. Hello, yeah, I suppose he's gone down to sort out this sit-in, has he?
No, he's gone to join it.
Did you hear that?
Yes, it looks as though they're going to be here for some time.
Over my dead body they are.
How are we going to get rid of them?
I'll think of something. June, is it a full moon tonight?
I don't think so. Why?
Well, I was thinking of telling them that I'm a werewolf.
A werewolf?
Yeah, come here. How does that sound?
Like a frustrated tomcat.
A cat, yes. Yes, that's an idea. Nip next door and borrow the neighbour's cat.
What?
Well, you see, cats always sense werewolves. They start spitting and snarling at them.
How are you going to get next door's cat to spit and snarl at you?
Well, it always spits and snarls at me ever since I ran over its tail that time.
Yes, I remember.
So does the cat. For 3 weeks, everybody thought it was a beaver. Right. Go on, off you go and get it.
Just a minute. Supposing,
Yeah?
just supposing you do get next door's cat to spit and snarl at you.
Yeah?
I doubt if they'll believe you're a werewolf.
Why not?
Well, people just don't believe that kind of thing. If you want to scare them out, it's got to be something believable.
Such as?
Well, we could say we have supernatural visitations.
Oh, dear.
Supernatural visitations from, one of those things that moves the furniture about your house and smashes crockery and vases. Or what are they called?
Removal men.
Poltergeists.
Poltergeist?
No, poltergeists.
Poltergeists.
No, poltergeists, you could say. No.
No.
I'd better say we've got a poltergeist.
Right, we'll try.
Right.
Come on. Still here, are you?
Yeah,
The sitting going according to plan, is it?
yeah.
Well, make yourselves comfortable, or as comfortable as you can be in a house where furniture tends to move around of its own accord.
What?
Oh, didn't I mention that? Tell them, June.
Yes, that's right. You see, I'm afraid we've got a poltergeist.
No. No, polka dice. It turns up here every day and moves furniture around all over the house.
Good. With any luck, it'll fit your wardrobes.
We'll try plan B. Come on.
I don't know if I like Plan B, Terry.
Well, it's better than your poltergeist idea. OK, now, I like it then. You waft it around, and create plenty of smoke, right? Then I'll open the front door, and then they'll run out. Now, all I've got to do is open the living room door and shout fire. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Fire! 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 Women and children and wardrobe fitters first! Fire! Fire!
Where?
Hang on a minute. Come on, June, waft it.
wafting
Not
it.
wafting it enough. Here, give it here. Oh. Fire! 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 Plan C.
To starve them out.
Yes, it's way past their lunchtime. They're bound to be hungry.
And the idea is we just go in there and start talking about food.
Yeah, by the time I've finished with them, they'll be begging to go out. Come on. Playing cards, lads. Well, I hope I'll be able to join you after we've had lunch. And talking of lunch, June, what are we having for lunch today?
Oh, just a little smoked salmon, duck à l'orange, followed by crepe Suzette.
Oh, no, not again, dear. No. What about deep golden fried French fries with finest selected vegetables from my garden and golden crunchy battered fillet of North Sea haddock caught fresh this morning? How does that sound?
Scrumptious. It's a pity we can't have it.
Why not?
You still haven't put the plug on my deep fryer.
Plug on your deep fryer if you like, Mrs. Medford.
Would you really?
Yeah, give me something to do. I get bored doing nothing.
Yeah, me too. You don't want to plug fitter and anything else, do you?
Well, no, but the vacuum cleaner wants looking at. It isn't picking up properly.
Oh, that's right up my street. I'm a dab hand with vacuum cleaners.
Can I give you a lift with it, lady?
Oh, thank you, yes.
I'll just go to the toilet and I'll be right with you. Oh, how about if I fix that handle for you whilst I'm up there?
Well, if it's no trouble.
No trouble at all. Where's your tools?
Terry, you need some tools.
Tools, yeah. Where do I keep them?
In the garage. Wrapped in a big cobweb.
Well, if you'll follow me.
There you go. Good as new.
Thank you very much, Arthur.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Now, that's your plug on, Mrs. Medford. Nothing else you want doing, is there?
Well, I do want a bolt fixing on the back door, but
Oh, where is it?
I think Terry's hidden it in the desk.
I'll fix the handle.
Thank you very much, Trevor.
Hey, there's a roll of cushion floor up there. Don't suppose you want that laying, do you?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Is there anything else I can do, Mrs. M?
Well, Arthur.
Yes.
660-24391.
Hello, I'd like to talk to Jack, please.
Who shall I say is calling?
Mr. Mr. Forrest. I'm the union representative of the wardrobe fitters.
Oh, you are you? Well, when are you going to get them to fit my wardrobes?
Immediately. I've reached an agreement with the management and the strike is off.
Oh, good. Shall I tell them?
If you don't mind.
Thank you. Bye.
There you are, Jack.
Good news, June.
Yes, so have I. Jack is going to fix the bolt on the back door. Trevor's going to lay the cushion floor in the loo, and Arthur is going to refit the draft excluder the right way up.
Oh, is he? Are they? Oh, excellent. That is good news.
What was your good news?
Fun?
You said that you had some good news.
Yes.
What is it?
England are 420 for 7. And boycott is 16 not out. The vicar just phoned and told me. Isn't that marvellous news?
That's amazing news. Boycott isn't even playing.
You just can't trust anybody these days, can you?
I'll show you where the back door is, Jack.
A new light bulb putting in the hall, a new hinge putting on the hall cupboard. June, I was just making an estimate
What of?
of how long it would take our new workforce of Medford and Company to finish all the outstanding jobs you have. Now, how are the workforce currently deployed?
Trevor is putting back the shelf in the bathroom, Arthur is refitting the toothbrush holder, and Jack is painting the larder.
Still? I can see I shall have to have words with him. He's been on that 2 hours already.
Terry, don't you think you're taking advantage of them, just lounging about here while they're doing all your jobs?
Well, I mean, they volunteered and you're keeping them well plied up with tea. Oh, that's another one. Descale the teapot.
Even so, I'd feel happier if you did something as well. Now, come on, just put this curtain rail up for me.
Oh, June, you know I'm not good at practical things. I mean, some people are best fitted for manual work and other people's talent lies in organising that work. I mean, you don't get Sir Peter Parker driving trains, do you?
You don't get train drivers driving trains very often. Anyway, if Sir Peter Parker did have a curtain rail to put up, I'm quite sure he wouldn't ask one of his staff to do it.
He might, and he'd probably get 3 of them.
3?
Yeah. One to do it, one to watch, and one to announce the delay.
Well, whether or not you're any good at practical things, you might at least attempt it, especially as the men have done so much. Oh, come on, Terry, put the curtain rail up.
Oh, all right.
Oh, that's a toothbrush thing fixed, Mrs. M.
Oh, thanks, Arthur. And Terry's just going to put the curtain rail up for me, aren't you, Terry?
Well, at least I'm going to start putting it up, whether I finish it or not. Well, it's a matter of opinion, because the old ticker, you know.
Bad heart, have you?
Well, it's not too serious. They say I've got 2 good years to go, providing I take it easy. According to the coronary care unit.
Oh, now, you just sit yourself down there, Mr. Medford. Gentle, there you go.
If you insist.
Well, I nearly finished painting the larder, but I ran out of paint. I've only got a little bit about 6 inches by 12 left to do.
Now, don't you worry about that. I'll move the bread bin over.
We're very grateful to you, Jack, to all of you.
Well, it's like I said, Mrs. Medford, I like to keep busy.
Yeah.
Of course, we'd have preferred to fit your wardrobes, but as you know, we weren't in a position to do that, were we?
No.
And you've been very understanding about our sit-ins, so that's the least we could do.
As long as you don't think we're taking advantage of you.
With Trevor for a mate.
Pardon?
Well, you don't often get people taking advantage of you with Trevor for a mate. Oh, not with his record.
No, not with a violent man like Trevor.
Violent? He seemed quite placid to me.
Oh, normally, yes. But you should see him if you think someone's twisted him. Oh, he did mention what he did to that gas fitter, didn't he?
Yes.
Well, he doesn't do that sort of thing often, does he?
Tell him what happened to that bus conductor who tried to overcharge him.
Horrible. Horrible.
Why, what did he do?
He punched him in the ear hole.
Well, that doesn't seem too horrible to me.
With his ticket punch. Anybody found twisting Trevor gets no sympathy at all.
None at all.
Well, anyway, you've got nothing to worry about, have you?
No, because we haven't been twisting Trevor, have we, Terry?
No, certainly not, no.
Talking to devil. I was just telling him what you did to that bus conductor, Trev.
Well, he shouldn't have tried to twist me, should he? I'd do that to anyone that tried to twist me.
June, could I have words with you in the hall?
What is it?
Never mind that, June. You've got to help me.
Help you?
Well, I don't want Trevor punching my ears.
Why would Trevor want to punch your ears?
Well, you heard what they said he did to the ticket collector who twisted him.
But you haven't been twisting him, have you, Terry?
Well,
You have, haven't you? How?
Well, you see, the union man phoned up and told me that the strike was over. Well, I was going to tell them,
But instead, you let them go on doing all your jobs for you.
Yeah, and now there's Trevor. What am I going to do, June?
Well, you could always put a couple of rings through the holes in your ears and pretend you're a gypsy. I'd better answer that.
What?
There's someone at the door.
Someone at the door. Someone at the door, that's it.
What is?
Well, the workmen will have heard that there was someone at the door, right?
So?
So I will tell them that was the union man come to tell me the strike is off, and they won't be any the wiser.
It could work.
Of course it will. Yes, it will. Coming to the door. I'm coming to the door now. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Medford.
Yes?
I'm Mr. Forrest, the union representative of the men fitting your wardrobes. Can I have a word with them?
No.
Pardon?
No, you can't.
Why not?
Because I'm not Mr. Medford.
You just said you were.
No, Medford. You see, I have a slight impediment in the voice. And sometimes Medford sounds like Medford. Goodbye, thank you.
Now what?
We'll go on as planned. Come on.
Oh, Mr. Medford, Trevor's just giving me a hand with the curtain rail.
Oh, good lad, Trev.
Well, there's a couple of rings over, Mrs. Medford. Do you want them?
Well, Terry might.
Good news, lads.
Oh, boycott isn't out, is he?
No, the union man has just called and told me that the strike is off. So now you can start putting up my wardrobes and I can finish putting up the curtain rail.
I don't believe you.
Of course I can. I'm very good at putting up curtain rails.
I don't believe that was our union man.
Oh, he was, wasn't he?
Oh, yes.
See?
He's come back by the sound of it.
What?
Is someone at the door?
No, there isn't.
Well, what's that then?
That's the phone. That's the phone ringing. And knocking.
Let's see, shall we?
No, excuse me. Mr. Forrest, did you not tell me that the strike is over?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Hold on. I've got something to tell the lads.
I'm sure it can wait.
No, what is it, Arnold?
Just that I've managed to talk the management into paying you for the 3 hours you were having the sit-in this morning.
Isn't that marvellous? Well, goodbye, Mr. Forrest.
Yeah, but what about the other 3 hours?
What other 3 hours?
The 3 hours we were sitting in this afternoon.
What are you talking about? I called the strike off at 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock? Yes! Yes, 12 o'clock. I was going to tell you. I was, but it slipped my mind. Because I have these little blackouts, you see. I mean, it's not that I wanted to twist you. I wouldn't twist anybody, okay, especially you, Trevor. Not Trevor. No. June! Oh, blast!
Terry, can I come in?
No,
How's the wardrobe fitting coming along?
I'd rather not discuss it if you don't mind.
Oh, why not? It was a fair swap. The men did most of your jobs, and now you're fitting the wardrobes for them.
I'm going to report that Trevor chap, you know.
I thought he let you off very lightly.
Have you managed to boil that hacksaw yet?
Yes, I've got it here, but I can't get in.
All right, I'll come out.
Here you are.
Come on.